4 in the 100 back. Lane 1, Sophia Weiner of Marblehead. Lane 2, Arden Trudeau of Concord Carlisle. Lane 3, Lily Yu of Wayland. Lane 3 is Jada Green. Lily Yu is in lane 4. Eloise Andrews is in lane 5. And then Camille Rial is a scratch in lane 6. So Weiner of Marblehead in lane 1, Trudeau of Concord Carlisle in lane 2, Green of Newton South in lane 3, Yu of Wayland in lane 4, Andrews of Westford Academy in 5. Trudeau holds the lead heading into the final 25. Solidly in front. Weiner of Marblehead in lane 1 pushing though. Final 10, and Trudeau will hold on for a 102.68. Will finish in front of Weiner, 103.26. In third in lane 4 was Yu with a time of 103.55. And then Andrews, 103.82. And Green from Newton South comes in 105 flat. Final heat.
100 back, heat 5.
Lane 1, Elena Magri of Westford Academy. I'll wait till they start. Lane 1, Elena Magri of Westford Academy. Lane 2, Ainsley Nayland of Weston. Lane 3, Alana Lean of Concord Carlisle. Lane 4, Adriana Cronstrom of Triton. Lane 5, Katie Edison of Westford Academy. Lane 6, Brooke Wager of Marblehead.
Lane 4, Adriana Cronstrom, Triton. Lane 5, Kate Edison, Westford Academy. Lane 6, Brooke Wager.
50-yard split time of 28.33 for Lean, followed in lane 2 by Ainsley Nayland, 29 flat. Lean just raced in the 200-yard free. She'll get one event off and will be back in the pool for the 400-yard freestyle. Lean still in front, ahead of Nayland and Cronstrom. And Lean 57.79, 58.11 for Nayland. In third was Cronstrom with a time of 59.38. Fourth in lane 5 for Edison, 59.39. Fifth in lane 1 for Magri out of Westford, 101.26. And then in sixth with a 102.66 was Brooke Wager.
Backstrokers, remember to stay in the air.
Lane 1, Colin Panagos of Masconomet. Lane 2, Joss Sauter of Waltham. Lane 3, Jack Grady of Marblehead. Lane 4, Nico Frangioni of Weston. Lane 5, Rory Smith of Belmont. And lane 6, Joe Buckley of North Andover.
As you mentioned, we saw Frangioni post a top 6 in the 100 fly. We got a pretty even heat here.
26.91 in lane 2 for Sauter of Waltham.
And 26.92 in lane 5 for Rory Smith.
Well, we mentioned
Frangioni at 27.32.
Really close heat. Does look like Josh Sauter of Waltham, but now it's getting close under the flags. And into the board in lane 5, it will be Rory Smith of Belmont, 55.68, followed by Frangioni, 55.79, 55.86 for Sauter, 56.11 for Jack Grady. Panagos with a 56.33 and a 57.24 for Joe Buckley.
Another great swim by Frangioni. He came out of nowhere in that last 25.
Final heat. Lane 1, Oliver York of Westford Academy. Lane 3, Nicola Hench of Newton South. Lane 4, Matvey Ivanor of Lexington. Lane 5, Andrew Liu of Acton Boxborough. And Lane 6, Patrick Cadogan of Lincoln Sudbury.
Ken Malinowski, 26.05, led to a 52.99. That's our fastest split so far. And we got 25.76 in lane number 3. That's Nicola Hench of Newton South. Hench barely ahead of Matvey Ivanor of Lexington. But great underwater there in lane 3 by Hench.
And Hench is just going to nip Malinowski, 52.77. But Malinowski from the third heat will come in second overall with that 52.99. 53.60 in lane 4 from Matvey Ivanor. In lane 5, Liu of Acton Boxborough, 54.74. Cadogan, Lincoln Sudbury, 55.26. And a 56.05 for Oliver York of Westford Academy. So well under both of those state qualifying times. That's pretty impressive stuff from lane 6 in heat 3. Heat 4, lane 1, Maddie Bartleman of Nantucket. Lane 2, Shauna Harney of Canton. Lane 3, Harikala Barali of Franklin. Lane 4, Nora Herbstuber of Medfield. Lane 5, Nina Mako of Nauset. And lane 6, Olivia Webb of Holliston.
Maddie Bartleman, Nantucket. Lane 2, Shauna Harney, Canton.
Very close after the first 30 or so yards.
Franklin.
Maybe a slight lead in lane 4 for Herbstuber of Medfield.
And lane 4 splits at 29.82. That is Herb's. Oh boy.
In lane 4, she's the only one under 30.
I think it's Herbstuber.
Yes, Herbstuber. Thank you.
Still solidly in front. Barali right behind in lane 3 for Franklin.
Again, 1:02.06 is our fastest posted time so far. Can Herbstuber get there? Yes.
101.22. Very nice. Followed up by Barali's 102.29. In third, 102.49 for Shauna Harney. In fourth, Maddie Bartleman in Nantucket, 102.67. Lane 5, Mako of Nauset, 103.53. And in lane 6, Olivia Webb of Holliston, 103.72.
So get ready for this last heat. I think this race might be closer than the seed time would suggest. I think Yang, who is third in the 50, I think we're going to see something, see a tight race here.
Lane 1, Jennifer Boucher of Oliver Ames. Lane 2, Addison Abreu of Seekonk. Lane 3, Zuri Ferguson of Attleboro. Lane 4, Irene Yang of Dover Sherborne. Lane 5, Caitlin Bohannon of Nauset. Lane 6, Allie Brown of Duxbury. Ferguson with an early lead, out fastest over the first 25.
And I might be wrong in my prediction. Wow, what a powerful out. Again, we saw as a freshman her get reeled in a little bit in the fly, but I don't think that's going to happen here. 26.79.
And take a look at lane 3,
Ferguson right now flying in front.
Addison Abreu, 29.33 at her split.
That's a good 50.
Again, she's going after the meet record, 57.07.
Ferguson's final 15 yards here in the final heat.
Oh, she's going to smash this meet record.
This is going to come in at a 54.87 for Ferguson. Irene Yang in second with a 58.41. Addison Abreu third, 100.13 Allie Brown in lane 6, 10093 in fourth. Jennifer Boucher of Oliver Ames, 101.57. And then Caitlin Bohannon of Nauset, 102.25. Our first meet record broken of the day. It comes in the backstroke by the freshman Zuri Ferguson. 54.81 as a freshman. State records 52.78. National record.
Heat number 3 action coming at you right now as the girls are coming across the bulkhead. Rowan Albertson from Amherst. Good, we want to keep ahead. We want to keep our eyes on Amherst and Minnechaug swimmers. So Amherst, lane 1, Rowan Albertson. Claire Wepler. Lane 3, Caitlin Reitzma. In lane 4, Maria DiPietro. In lane 5, Monica Doherty. In lane 6, Audrey Harrington. Looking ahead, I see 3 girls in Amherst. I see no girls in Minnechaug. So that's not great. But then I look ahead, and there's a lot of girls in Minnechaug for the breaststroke and not a lot of Amherst swimmers. So I'll tell you right now, there's no swimmers doing breaststroke at Amherst. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, including the second fastest time for Minnechaug. So I think it's going to come down to what's going to be happening in the relays. I will tell you that Amherst has the fastest seed time, and Minnechaug's in the second heat. So if it comes down to the last relay, it looks like it's going to be Amherst on paper, but anything can happen here in the end of the swim meet. So they can take nothing for granted. 29.19 from Maria DiPietro in lane 4. She's got good underwaters, keeps that head in the tight streamline position. It's to call it super streamline, chin to chest. And her stroke rate is on fire. Her head's back, her feet are up. All the things I'm looking for she's doing. And she's going to take this heat with a 1:00.48, 31.29 on the way back. Very good, very impressive swimmer from the freshman from Longmeadow. We'll see if that 1:00 holds any water here in the final heat. I do believe it might, but we will see in short order. Some excited swimmers in the background, as I'm sure you can hear them, as we are getting ready for the 4th and final heat of the women's 100-yard backstroke. I'll tell you that as the girls are getting behind the block in lane 1, we have Sarah Baxter, the senior from Amherst, as we mentioned earlier. In lane 2, Ella Bergeron, a sophomore from Bromsfield. In lane 3, Ella Smith, a senior from Chicopee Comprehensive. In lane 4, we have Maria Kornieve. In lane 4, a sophomore from Shrewsbury. In lane 5, we have Katie Kilcoyne, senior from Northbridge. And in lane 6, Deborah Wells, a junior from Amherst Pelham. Fastest seed time was Ella Smith, 59.52. Let's see what she's going to do. Let's see if she has anything left in the tank from that 500. She's only been about 20, 25 minutes since the last time she swam. At most, very high arching, very good start. Keeping the underwaters where it has to be. Not a whole bunch of separation, but I would say maybe a hip lead here. Ella's turnover rate is obviously one of the best in the field. If you're looking at it right now, those hands are moving so fast. The head is right at the surface, and she's keeping those feet up. She is textbook right now. The face is just out of the water. The shoulders are breaching the surface, and here she comes at the wall, 28 mid, 28.55. So it looks like she'll be right around that 59 1:00 mark. We'll see if she can have some back leg speed. She's out ahead of the pack. There's a lot of good racing for second and third place we can talk about in a minute. I don't want to lose sight here of this last underwater. 1, 2, 3 underwater backstroke pulls, and she's off the races. Picks her head up a little bit high now to keep that stroke rate going. She's got 5 seconds to the wall. She's going to sub a minute. It's going to be a 58.12, excuse me. That is your first time. In lane 1, Sarah Baxter, the senior, got second place, some much needed points here. And in lane 3, also from Amherst, is Deborah Wells. So Amherst just got second and third place in the backstroke. according to this heat. So we'll see. We'll see if that is true. There's 2 swimmers that went under a minute. It was Baxter and Smith. I do believe that Amherst is going to hold on to 2nd and 3rd place here, judging based on what I'm seeing from that. Very cool to see. Amherst versus Minichog towards the end here. I'll tell you what the difference is here going into the breaststroke. Minichog's going to have to do some work here. Number 1 swimmers are now jumping into the water, and I'll tell you that in lane 1 we have Richard Gueron in lane 2, excuse me, a junior from Amherst. In lane 3 we have Ari Powers, a freshman from Longmeadow, and then in lane 4 we have Wayne Pasiadlo, sophomore from Palmer. We will have 4 heats of the backstroke, 4 heats of the breaststroke. As qualifying time was a 1:05:02. Not a lot of separation here in the first heat, just kind of what the situation is. Not a lot of separation, but Ari Powers in lane 3 from Longmeadow doing what they're doing best. Winning heats, winning relays. Yep, just handing the live results here of the 200-yard freestyle relay. It shaped out exactly how we said it before. So Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, Westfield. Ooh, kind of a weird finish by Powers. I'm not sure. They're going to have to go into the backup timing because it shows right now that the Longmeadow swimmer went a 1:07, but I believe he touched first. He just he whacked his head and he went under the bulkhead, between the touch pad and the bulkhead lip. You can see it. So we'll get an official time for that. But I do believe Ari Powers ended up touching that wall first. It's just a matter of how was the finish and what did the backup timers get besides the registration of the touchpad. We'll figure that out and we'll get that information to you as we can. But like I said, we've got 4 heats. We got 3 more full heats. As I see only 4 backstrokers in the water, so it might actually just be, we'll see who's in the water. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So only 4 swimmers here in this heat. In lane 1, Christopher Kappen, sophomore from Minichog. Swimming next to him is senior teammate Zachary Capon, possibly related. We've got Akshat Viswanath, the sophomore from St. John, is in lane 4. And Jack Patterson's in lane 5. Backstrokes in the water. I'm hoping that there's some sibling rivalry going on. A sophomore and a senior, the same last name, separated by 3 years. And let's see what's happening here. So we have the senior, Zach. This guy keeps that head on top of the water a little high. That might be to keep the stroke rate going. It might be how he naturally swims it. Kind of has that side-to-side jostle of his head. But he's hugging the right side so the other guy can draft off him maybe. I don't know if he's that nice of a brother. Cousin, sibling, assumption. He does slip with a 20. He does slip with a 28.97, so a good first 50 on that. As he's off and cruising. It's going to be Zach Capon, winning time of a 59.77. That is, wow, that's a good time there compared to what he went earlier, which is a 1:02.32. I mean, he dropped almost 2 full seconds there off of his seed time. Very nice job with the senior, possibly his last race here as a high school athlete. Congratulations, Zachary. Heat 2 swimmers getting into the water as we speak. In lane 1, we're going to have Nicholas. In lane 1, we're going to have Alex Olson. In lane 2, we're going to have Macaulay Kessler. In lane 3, we have Brandon Yan. In lane 4, we have Sam Kaibuski. We've got Finian Oldenburg in lane 5. And we've got Brady Pijar, the freshman from Holyoke, in lane 6, top of your screen. Great underwaters in lane 2. That was Macaulay Kessler. I hear he can do the Kessler run in about 12 parsecs. He's getting really good underwaters here. And it's him versus a swimmer in lane 5. That's Oldenburg, who actually will flip turn faster. So good underwaters there by Kessler, but then a little bit of power, a little bit of size going through in lane 5. Oldenburg, 28.41 fastest split on the first 50. Coming off the wall, it's still Oldenburg by about a hand length, but it's tight. It's tight now, very tight. We've got Sam Kaibuski. It's going to come down to the wall. It looks like Kaibuski had a lot of speed going into that. It actually, it was very close, but it is actually Oldenburg gets it unofficially with a 58.47, and then Kaibuski with a 58.62. So actually that 57 that we just saw from, it's a very good time there from a good duel in the pool there by Oldenburg and Kaibuski. Okay, Heat 3, the consolation final, the penultimate final of the 100-yard backstroke. Open heats though. And anybody in this heat can be your champion, as we've been seeing earlier. We've had an instance where an outside heat swimmer gets into that podium top 3 times. And these people are getting pretty fired up. All these seat times are right around a 101, so we want to try to hope that shaving down, putting on the big fancy tech suits, and get them going. This is actually heat number 4. My fault. This is a championship heat, and this is Sam Mullen in 1. Brady LePage in 2, Luke Yerig in lane 3, Samuel Kennedy in 4, Dawson Rice in 5, and Jonathan Jung in 6. And apologies here, usually I have somebody else alongside here in the booth, so I'm running the graphics and in the play-by-play as well as the color commentary. We're doing the best we can with what we got here on this Sunday morning, and right now it is Luke Yerig. Did very well earlier today already. And he's out 27. And he's cruising right now. He's not going to be caught. Keeps that head nice and low. Keeps those hips up. Great stroke rate. Great power. Side-to-side action. There it is. A finish with the feet up. 51.99. Amazing swim by the sophomore from Belcherton. Very impressive backstroker. A 51.99. That 4th heat really messed me up, folks, over here. So bear with me unofficially. Luke Giguere, 51.99. Second, Brady LePage, 55.87. And rounding out the top 3 unofficially for this heat, the 56.84 is Samuel Kennedy.